Let's get ready together while I talk about house updates. We had the inspection a few days ago. I don't know how I feel about it. The house is like slightly older. It's not a new build or anything like that. So of course I did expect some issues with it, but there were a few that I'm like a little concerned about or frustrated about, I guess. One of my favorite parts about this home is that the master bedroom has this stunning, gorgeous balcony, overlooks the entire patio. And all I'm gonna say is it's so pretty. That was like part of the magic of the master bedroom to me, and we found out that it's pretty much like all rotted out and it's gonna cost like $10,000 to fix. This was the Araza coconut cream foundation. It's so good and so dewy. Coming in with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This stuff is amazing. But the entire balcony is going to cost like $10,000. We did a sewer scope. There's some sludge in there, so we're going to ask them to help clean that out and do a chimney sweep. One of the things that I wish I would have done when I was just looking at the house in general that I found in the inspection but didn't see with my own eye or like didn't look was that the kitchen cabinets are extremely worn out and gross. I basically need an entire new kitchen, like I would say the first few months of moving in. It's not a safety issue, but they look awful. So yay, that's gonna cost me about like $10,000 to $20,000. This is a blush from Rare Beauty. I've never tried it before, so I'm really excited. One of the other things is that the roof is like really old. Like it's gonna need to be replaced pretty soon. And there are currently like some broken shingles. So we're gonna ask for credit on that. We're gonna need a new roof at some point in the next few years. Now, the biggest issue that we found in the inspection that I'm really worried about, the drywall that is wet. There's an active leak in the house. We're pretty sure because there's wet drywall. We're gonna ask them to repair that and not do a credit so that they can open up the drywall and make sure that there's no mold or any crazy issues like that. The good news is, unlike the other house that I was in escrow with, they didn't find any crazy black mold or anything like that. They did find a little bit of like surface mold in the master bath. He thinks that it's just like isolated mold from not having good enough ventilation. We basically did a repair analyzer and it said with everything, it's gonna cost the high 20s to 30s for repairs. And that is not including the kitchen, you guys. That's not including the kitchen at all. It's just really scary because I am going into this on my own by myself. I am so excited. It's just so scary. My least favorite part of the home buying process has been the home inspection, because it's like taking a fine pick comb and just like showing you everything wrong with the house and making you just like question everything. I know some people are going to be like, why didn't you get a new build? Why don't you get a new home? All of the new build communities and areas I did not like. They have crazy high HOAs, like $400 to $500. All of them, you had no privacy, no space, no backyard. Like all of the windows, you were like looking into someone else's window. I did entertain it for a little bit and I tried. I couldn't do it. I am really excited to go back to the house. I'm basically gonna take the inspection report and just like take it all around the house and just be like, okay, this is what they're talking about here. This is what they're talking about here, and just like get more insight. But we definitely are moving further along in the process. I'm just really hoping that the sellers are gonna work with me and like help repair a couple things and give me some credits on stuff. This is really scary. But one thing I do know is that when a seller has multiple offers on their home, they're less likely to give you as much because they have all these backup people. So let's just pray that this all works out. I feel like I've gotten so far in this process, especially with this home, and it's my dream home. So I just want it to work out.